Hey peeps, what's up? What's going on? It's Josh. Maggie texted me today and she asked me if I could make her a video because she's bored at work. So I said, I can do that, sure. And so I'm making a video. So I get a phone call. Babe, I love you so much. It's ridiculous, but, not but, you're a little crazy sometimes, aren't you? Yes, you are. I get a phone call from Maggie. She's on her way to her second job, and somehow on her phone, because she's probably in one of the many times that she's dropped it. By the way, peeps, she basically said it was totally okay for me to share this and for me to kind of laugh about it a little because the issue's been resolved. So now it's just kind of funny. But okay, it didn't happen because she dropped her phone, but she drops her phone a lot. Anyway, she calls me and she's like, I can't touch anything on my phone. And every time I do, my phone starts talking at me, and she somehow figured out that that's basically the blind person mode for her phone. And I'm not knocking anyone who has vision issues. I'm not making fun of you. I'm simply saying how did she turn on the blind person mode? I don't understand. And then she proceeded to talk about, what did you say? Dang it. What did you say? You said something, Maggie, and you said something that was funny. And I was like, I should talk about that too. And you're like, go ahead, that's totally funny. It's funny, because... But then you kind of got mad that I was laughing at you. And I was like, yo, you're laughing at you too, though. And you know if this were me, you'd be laughing at me. But she was totally like, you said something about, like... Oh, you said something about knowing ASL, like you know sign language. And then you were like, wait, no. Because if you were blind, you wouldn't be able to see it. So that was a thing that happened, and it was hilarious. So yeah, there's a couple of you that have been confused. I've been with Maggie for quite some time now, and we're in a long-distance relationship. She's in California, I'm in Michigan. And we're a couple. So, I mean, you can go back and watch old videos if you want, but I really only have the desire to talk about the present. And any other comments I'm just kind of removing because I don't want to talk about the past. I want to be happy and talk about the present and think about the present and talk about and think about being with a girl that's... Yeah, let's do that. Let me talk about Maggie for a minute. Since I've known Maggie, she has been one of the kindest and sweetest people. And she had no motivation. Like, I didn't start talking to her when we started dating. I've known her for several years now. And every interaction that I've had with her, there's kindness, and there's caring, and there's intellect. That is just beyond. No, you're not gonna bark. No, you don't bark every time something happens in the house. Stop. No. 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 You see a spray bottle? I'm gonna spray you. You better stop. I know. You're mad. You'll live. So every time I've interacted with her, there's been that kindness, and obviously she's gorgeous. Obviously you're beautiful, babe. But there's so much more than that, you know? There's a spark that someone's soul creates, in my opinion. And you can see that spark in their eyes when you interact with them. And you can feel it in their words, and you can hear it in their voice, and you can you can tell what kind of energy they have. And unless I am completely getting this wrong, and Maggie, I don't want to speak for who you are or anything like that, but peeps, she is one of the most amazing girls I've ever had the fortune of knowing. So I am very honored to be in a relationship with her and to call her my girlfriend and to be seeing her very, very soon and all of the things. Excuse me. Come on with the throat. Allergies. I still haven't picked up my allergy meds. Apparently, when you move from Pennsylvania to Michigan, it's a different allergy region, and apparently I have allergies. So, that's a thing. So yeah, basically, I went on a tangent because that's what I do, because I'm Rambles, apparently. That's the nickname Maggie gave me. She's like, okay, Rambles. Whatever. I'm good at rambling. I seem to remember a video of you on your long-ass drive from God knows where to God knows where in California. I seem to remember a vlog where you were like looking real pretty and the sun was shining on you. And you're like, you guys, I've recorded this like 3 times and I'm going to try and not make it like 14 minutes long again because it was 14 minutes long. But I'm just so bored. And if only I had a Josh in my life, everything would be totally good because, oh, you didn't say that part, but you should have. And you were rambly as too, so I don't really want to hear it. So yeah, I seem to remember you making quite interesting longer vlogs yourself, and then you just kind of stopped, and I was like, what the 2 vlogs in 2 days and then nothing. How is this acceptable for you? What? It wasn't acceptable, by the way. Not acceptable. Yeah, so I don't even know what point I was trying to make. Nope. Gone. You know how sometimes somebody walks into your life and things just kind of click? It's like almost an audible clicking into place of the tiles and the pieces of your life. And things that were wrong before suddenly kind of fit better, if not perfectly, because I don't feel like another person can fix me. I don't feel like another person can truly complete me. I feel like I have to do a certain amount of work, and then when I meet the person that I'm meant to be with, which I have, then things click into place because I was ready too. And there's a certain accountability for each person in the relationship, but I do believe in soulmates, and I do believe that it's both an amazingly wonderful thing and a scary thing to come face to face in that situation. And I don't even mean in person. I just mean to encounter a person that feels like they just have a natural draw. Like that you're just I mean, for lack of a better word, you're just attracted to them. And I don't mean in the common day sense of, oh, I'm attracted to that ass, yo. Okay, but no. At the same time, yeah, it's more about feeling connected. And for me, that's up here. It's not in my pants. It starts up here. And words have that effect and impact on me more than anything else. Like, for real, like, something that's sexy to me is somebody quoting a book or quoting music lyrics that are so appropriate that I'm like, what? Yes. Or, giving me a card that you wrote in, or coming to me on a day where I feel like the assest of asses and telling me that I'm still your hero. Or if not your hero, I'm still amazing in your eyes. And Maggie's done every single one of those things. And I didn't have to tell her to. And I didn't have to ask her to. She understood me. And I kind of feel like that's why we're bonded. And actually, I was telling one of my friends tonight about how hard it is. But I was kind of thinking about, okay. Joe Pesci. I was thinking about how hard this NaNoWriMo is for me this year. Because someone that I really respect is going to read my book. And I want it to be good. Excuse me. I've always wanted my writing to be good. Excuse me. I have the hiccups. I've always wanted my writing to be good. But now I want it to be great. And when Maggie and I first started talking, like, on the phone, she read my book that I self-pubbed on Amazon. God help me. Don't read it. It's not great, but it was my heart and soul. That project was my first book that I finished it, and I was like, I believe in this. This book has a part of me in it living. And when I finished that book, I'm not great at editing. It's a thing. I'm real good at making the angst and writing and well, I'm not real good at writing. I'm okay at writing. And I really believe that. I'm not looking for ego strokes from anyone. I'm just saying I don't feel like I'm a great writer. I feel like I'm okay. But if there's anything that I know how to do, I know how to put passion onto the page. And I'm not talking Naughty Times passion. Although, I guess that's there too, but not in this book. In this book is young adult, and there's like, I still am not good at selling myself, to be honest. I know that I have value, and I know that my work has value, and I'd be pissed if anyone else kind of talked trash, and it wasn't constructive criticism, but I'm not good at selling myself, because I guess I always kind of felt like when the right situation arose, I wouldn't have to sell myself that hard. Because someone would read my synopsis or read my book and think, there's something special here. And I had some friends read it. And my first experience with someone really being in love with my book was my friend Lexi. And she was like, you have to keep writing. You have to write the next book. You have to. And I was already working on it. In fact, it's halfway done. But I had to stop. Well, it's maybe a third of the way done. I'm not sure, depending on how long I make it. I had to stop because it got really, really hard. And really hard. But I mean, Lexi, I had read her writing, and I was like, oh my God, someone, like, she's such a good writer. Such a good friend, and such a good writer. And when Maggie came along, and there were a couple of comments where she was like, you could use some editing help, for sure. And I was, like, so panicked that she was reading it, because I didn't, like, send it to her. I wasn't like, yo, you should read this. She was just like, yo, I have your book. I'm going to read it. And I was like, the panic. I can't even explain to you the sheer panic. But she loved it. And she didn't just love it in a way that anybody could. She loved it in a way where she came back to me and had specific things that she was like, this, and asked questions and knew how those parts related to me. And I was like, okay, you are a different one, aren't you? And to be honest, I didn't know how I felt about being read by a girl that I couldn't read so well. Still can't read very well. And it's so infuriating. Maggie, do you have any idea how infuriating you are? Not by what you do or say, but because I can't read you well. I know you and we're bonded, but sometimes you are a mystery and it drives me nuts. Drives me nuts. Anyway, so yeah, I don't know why I brought all that up except that I didn't have anything else to talk about and it just came to me and I'm Rambles, right? So, but yeah, the phone thing was hilarious because she literally calls me and she's like, I don't know what I did to my phone, but I'm not gonna, how am I supposed to watch YouTube videos though? And I was like, I don't, okay, I can Google that. And you never even said if what I told you helped. Because if it did, I'm awesome. And if it didn't, I tried. Yeah. So I think that's pretty much it. I just wanted to make a little vlog. And by little, I mean at least 10 minutes. Probably 15, maybe 20. I'm not sure how long I've been talking. I think I blanked out after like the first 5 minutes. And I just went into ramble mode. Full on beast mode. So yeah, this is pretty much it. I don't know what else to say. It's making it awkward since 1980. You know how we do. The write-in was awesome last night. I didn't tell Maggie it was going until 2 a.m. I thought I told her. I didn't tell her. She was like, I think she was worried or stressed or whatever. And I felt bad. Because I'm normally like the communicator of always. Like, I'm good at communicating, yo. I can talk. I don't know if you may have watched one or two of these videos, but I can talk. So, I have no problem communicating. But I didn't remember to tell her that, and that part sucked. So, I'm sorry for that, babe. I mean, you're over it, but, like, it just came into my mind, because tomorrow is another write-in. That one's a big B, so we're just going until 10 with that one. But, yeah, tonight Maggie and I are supposed to be vlogging together, so that's going to be dope. I love vlogging with you, babe. And, the peeps are like, yeah, this is awkward. Oh, I just posted a video from, a night that was, like, weeks ago, but we went to see Belfast Gin. And if you guys have seen my sister Katie, she's not my blood sister, but she is my sister because sister from another mister type situation. She adopted me and I adopted her, and so, yeah. But Mom and Dad and Katie and I went to see Belfast Gin, who has my brother from another mother, Richard, in it, and his band. Well, it's not his band, but it's their band, and nobody owns it. But anyway, he's in it. And his wife is too, Jenny. And so if you guys could go over to that video, and if you could please give it a watch, and if you like it, if you could please, pretty please, and you guys know I don't ask for comments, I don't ask for thumbs up, and I don't ask for shares, but this once I'm asking. Because this band is super dope. Like, real good, in my opinion. And they've got real good chemistry, and I would love to see them get some encouragement because they are so awesome. And so it's traditional Irish music. Richard plays the bones, the flute. Jenny plays the bagpipes, which I've never seen a microphone on bagpipes before, but they did it because it was so loud in the bar. And yeah, so if you guys could go over to that video, it's literally titled Belfast Gin. And in the beginning, you get to see Mom, Dad, and myself and Katie, obviously. Um, but if you guys could give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and share, I will literally be so happy and appreciative, because it would be real nice for them to be able to go to that video and see that there's some love left, because I know that'll make them smile. And it'll make me smile too, because they should be encouraged, because in my opinion, they put on a really good show. And they should be headlining at bars. They should be getting a lot more gigs, because they've got skills. They make beautiful music. So yeah. So Maggie, you're watching this, go over to that video, please. Leave a comment and just thumbs it up and all of the things. Please. Okay, so that's pretty much all I have. I've rambled enough. I think this should keep you entertained for like 5 minutes, babe. I'm not sure. I don't know. You asked me to make a video. I don't know how you put your phone on blind person mode without even, like, you weren't even looking at it. You were just like holding it. And then it started talking at you. And then you were in the car. And luckily you have like Bluetooth or something in your car that you could call me from. I'm a dinosaur. I don't understand these fucking things. But apparently you could call me from the phone, from the car. And then I Googled that. And maybe it helped. Maybe it didn't. I still want to know. And it was crazy. It was funny though, because it was a moment. It was a moment where we were laughing together, and it was awesome. And it made me so... I don't know, I'm corny sometimes, so I'm just going to say it. It made me so happy that you're in my life. Because laughing with you is awesome. And you are awesome. And... yeah. It's a good thing. So, that's all I have. I've said that like 4 times. Marvy's feeling a little bit better, but he's still been kind of sick tonight. I got him to go outside, and he finally pooped, and he was clearly uncomfortable. That's what he gets for eating chocolate. That's what I get for leaving it out, or in the car where he could get it, and it just was a bad situation. But he's still doing okay, as you could hear from the barking earlier. So that's all for now. Much love. Peep out.